Yeah, what's going on, man? It is your boy Thorough from Keep It Thorough Comics in the building. Yo, Matt, guy, let me out of the damn basement, first off. All right, because everybody's still trying to figure out where the hell I'm at. Let me out of the basement. I'm tired of eating pasta. I need, my pork chops or chuleta with some rice and beans, something like
There you
that.
go.
Man, I'm tired of the pasta. Listen. Yeah, that's right, man. I'm here with the Cougines, the cousins from New York, man. I appreciate you guys for having me on here. Yo, let's do it, man. Let's get to it.
Let's roll that intro, baby. What is up, Defects? And as you can see, we got a savage in the building with us. Jay is out tonight. He's taking care of some family stuff. And who better to fill the shoes than my man, Keep It Thorough Comics. You know, he did the intro for us already. We're going to say what up to him in a sec. Guy Forge, say what up to the people. We got people flowing in already. We're going to get the show. We got a lot to talk about tonight.
What up, Defects? Welcome to another Wednesday night press. Good to have Thorough, our Cougine, here with us, hanging. We miss Jay. We definitely miss Jay. You know, I know all you guys do too, but you know what? Thoroughly defectives. We like that. Savage Defects for life. That's it. Here we go. Let's get it started, boys.
That's right. Thorough, I almost called you the Butcher.
Yo, we look so much alike, so we're brothers.
What's going on, brother? We haven't seen you in a while. How you been? How's things going? I seen the Indie Spotlight back last night. I like it. What's going on, brother?
That's man. Oh, no, nothing, dude. You know, just busy with family, having to move, all that good stuff. Finally, officially moving, guys, to Pennsylvania. I know some folks are mad I'm not moving back to New York. Listen, I tried, but it's been hectic. But other than that, yeah, back to some sort of normalcy. I'm here in Virginia for right now until I get everything settled down, and then I'll be completely moved out and officially in PA, man. I'll be a PA native for the moment being. Who knows when the hell I'll move again or something.
As long as you don't root for the Eagles, we're good.
Nah. Hell no, never, man, never. I know you guys are Cowboy fans, so I'm already pissed off about that damn game. So it is what it is.
It's all good, man. Hey, listen now. Hey, we could drive and meet up from PA. That's only probably like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Yeah,
so
we're good.
Definitely, we'll be getting together. We'll be getting together for some pizza and pasta. Course, like you said, we let you out the base. I know you're done with pasta for a little while. We had, that's all we fed you for a while.
I know. You guys saw the dungeon these guys have me in.
All right. So Jay usually does the sponsors, but I'm going to throw it to my man, Guy Forge, to do it this week. You got some big shoes to fill. Let's see what you got, brother.
Guys, Express Comic Book Pressing Service. You know him, Erod212, the Presser's Presser. He submits to CGC&CBCS. You know he's the best. That's all I got to say about Erod. 10% off, Defects 10. That's your discount code. Tell him Thorough was here, too. He likes him, so. Yes. You got Mutant Beaver comics, guys. I mean, come on. Canada, #1 exclusive shop, man. Come on. MutantBeaverComics.com. They ship worldwide. Thorough, did you know that they ship worldwide?
Yeah, who the hell doesn't like Beaver?
That's my point. Defects
even
10.
The mutant kind,
Get you that discount code. Uncle Frank's favorite beaver, Mutant Beaver.
Oh my God. The chat is going crazy already. We're just going to say, what up, chat? And I'm just going to do one of those. I see a lot of familiar faces in there. We thank all you for hanging with us. It's going to be a fun show. Yes. Before we get started, I'm going to do a little tease real quick.
Ooh.
We're doing a little giveaway. You know it's going to be probably at the end of the show, maybe towards the middle end. But somebody didn't grab their 5K giveaway, courtesy of Mutant Beaver Comics. We got some nice stuff. Let me highlight this guy real quick. How do you do this?
The little button.
I don't know how to use this newfangled technology.
That's good. We got look. Hey, here's a story of a man named Matty.
What is this? Harley Quinn #1. That's the Natalie Sanders variant. We got the Trade and the Virgin.
I'll take her in a
got
straight
them-
jacket. I don't care.
Hell yeah. We got that Mike Mayhew horizontal. Which way?
That way.
Venom 34. Trade and the wraparound Virgin from Mike Mayhew. We got another Mike Mayhew. High Republic #4.
And I'm confused. Hold on. These are from Mutant Beaver, right?
These are all from Mutant Beaver.
These are all from Mutant Beaver, and we're giving these away to someone in the chat tonight?
That is correct. Here, this is easier.
Oh.
This is all going to one person.
Wow.
This is the Grizzetti Power Rangers #1. That's a dope cover.
Oh,
and then some Momoko
Fofoko.
love. Spider-Man 46. I actually like this cover from her. You know, we're not huge Momoko fans here. We don't hate her, but we just think she's played out a little bit. But that was a good one. So that's all going to somebody.
Damn.
So stay tuned for that. All right.
I got stuck in the damn basement. I get shit. The fuck?
You got a lot of pasta, dude. It's good. It's good meat sauce. You know.
If I put on some pounds, man, I put on some pounds.
Oh, there you go. People are already wanting those. It is going to be for the live chat only. So if you're watching this on a replay, I apologize, but you had to be in it to win it. It's probably going to be channel related. I already have a question in mind. It's going to be from a recent video. That's all I'm giving you right now. This way, you don't have to be an original defect to win. You just got to be a current defect and watched one of our last 2 videos. How about that? I'll give you a little bit more hint there.
You got a little time to go back just in case.
Hey,
Put 2
we don't
screens
want
up
them
at
leaving
once.
the show. We don't want them leaving the show, guy.
I said put 2 screens up at once. You didn't let me finish.
That you did.
Well, you know what? Dave Cerrone, always coming through. Let's all talk about the moment to appreciate that Butcher finally embraced his ethnic heritage tonight. You're welcome, Thorough.
Oh, God. Dave Cerrone, my man. Can you do me a favor? Check Facebook for me. See if we're streaming there, because I tried it again. And if it doesn't work this time, then I actually have to do some homework if I did something wrong. I just said it. It was like Ron Popeil. I said it and forget it. You know what I mean?
Wow. You just did a Ron Popeil reference, said it and forget it. Not many people will get that, but...
Not many will, you know? So a little infomercial, late night infomercial on a Saturday night after you come home drunk.
Yep.
That and the knife guy, right?
That and the
Selling
knife guy
knives.
and the Gem Mint 10. This card is Gem Mint 10. Remember that guy?
Remember those.
Woo.
If you remember those, you were born in the late 70s or early 80s. That's all I'm going to say.
Yep.
Jesus.
All right. What do you think? We're going to do some news? We're just jump right into it? I got like 8 or 9 things we got to talk about. So
Run our
it's all
official
about the
intro.
news. Let me find that thing. And Guy, do me a favor.
Yeah.
I want to get the chat a little bit more involved. So if you see a good comment as we're going through the news, highlight it. We'll stop. We'll talk about it.
I always put it up there. By the way, Home of the New York Warriors, Biggie's Comics. Shout out to my brothers of Defects and my hermano Toro. Biggie.
Yeah, buddy.
That was going on, Biggs.
All right, I'm trying to find the... why is the news one not in there?
Well,
Oh, there it is. I found it.
there you go.
Hold up. Official. Whew. Yep, there it is, Guy. Doing the little turnaround. All right, let's start it up. I'm going to read a bunch of them. I might throw it to one of you guys to read here and there, but I'll start it up. Let me share my screen real quick. All right, I figure we should start off with some DC love. We got, in 3 days, we got DC fandom. So here we go. The Batman trailer arrives this weekend during DC fandom, October 16th, 3 days away. The virtual convention will also give fans new looks at the Flash, Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, and Shazam: Fury of the Gods, among a bunch of other DC projects. I'm gonna start with Daryl, brother. What do you think about this? Are you excited? What's the deal?
Oh, dude, you know I'm excited all day, bro. This is Batman, one of my favorite damn all-time characters ever. One of the crazy things about this is that there were already people that got to watch the movie. I don't know if you guys heard about this. There were folks out where, they did a test screen run. The movie ran for approximately 3 hours and 10 minutes from what they were watching. And they said that this is a horror type of movie, and it is completely not what you would expect for Batman. And they're glad that they went in this route. And the way that the movie ended, it said it left people who aren't even DC fans who went to these test screenings, and they just said that their jaws dropped with the ending of this movie, and that Catwoman was by far the best thing to happen. And they were literally, I mean, Michelle Pfeiffer, shout out to Michelle Pfeiffer, but they were saying that this Catwoman, Zoe Kravitz, was by far one of the best. So I'm excited, dude. I'm excited for DC fandom. I can't wait to watch because I also want to see what they do with Black Adam. Yes.
Guy
You
Forge,
rolled
big
right
Batman
into that.
fan.
You rolled right into that one, man. Listen, I am excited for this. I think Robert Pattinson is going to do an amazing job. You know, I'm not going to lie. I'm a little frightened by the horror part of it, but you know what? I'll get through it. It is Batman, so that's what I'm excited. I mean, have we met a Batman movie that we didn't like? Let's not say love, because there's some that we didn't love. I could have done away with the nipples, but like besides that, like, have we met a Batman movie that we didn't like?
Oh, I can tell you, Batman and Robin.
Yeah, I was about to say Batman and Robin,
I
but-
just said that, but I'm saying it's not like, I mean, they're gonna do great with
one
this.
movie.
I'm excited. I'm excited for the beginning of the story, how they're gonna tell it. I'm excited to see what's gonna happen and how he develops. I think that's a really cool part that we're gonna get, and his I think we're gonna get how he thinks. That's the cool part, you know, a different side of Batman. So, and forget about Black Adam. You know, I'm on board with that. We don't have to talk about that.
Yeah, we talked about this a few weeks back, and when they started talking about the horror aspect, and honestly, all signs are pointing to this being a great movie. But I'll be honest, I'm skeptical after what I've seen so far this year from Marvel and DC, because I am not impressed. We can get into that later on. Another thing that we just found out, the film, we know that it takes place early on in Batman's crime-fighting days, and we know that it was going to be in a different universe than what we have so far, but now they're talking about this is going to take place on Earth too. So that's some new info coming out as well. Yeah. Sounds like some people are still skeptical. I've seen some people pumped for it. You know, it'll be interesting. I really want to see this trailer. Let's put it that way.
Very excited for it.
Let's keep it moving. This next one, guys. Big BLC, what's up, brother? This next one, guys, let's keep it real professional in the chat, okay? You knew we had to talk about it. You probably know what's coming. Let's try to keep the opinions to a respectful manner at this one, all right?
Yeah.
I'm just going to bring it up. We're going to talk about it real quick, and we're going to move on. But let's keep it respectful in the chat. All right? Yep. DC's new Superman, John Kent, comes out as bisexual. Okay. So we know that in November, Son of Kal-El #5 by Tom Taylor, this is going to be the issue that this happens. John Kent's first appearance, Convergence #2. You know, I've seen a lot of negative feedback on this. I honestly, I don't care either way. I'm gonna be honest. As long as they make it a good story, should we care? I mean, that's my question to you two guys. I mean, should we care as long as the story keeps flowing in a good way and they keep everything in the kind of in the flow of the story, and they don't just like totally jam it down you know, just make it the overarching theme, because it never really was, right? Whether he's straight gay, bi, it was never like a huge theme in Superman. So why? I'm hoping that they don't make it like this. The story revolves around that as opposed to that this is just kind of a normal thing that happens, right? And it's just hey, he's got a boyfriend. What's okay? To each their own. I mean, am I wrong here? Am I off the mark? What do you guys think? Thorough, you want to go first?
Man, I mean, you're not off the mark. I tell people all the time, you know, I've spoken about this. Sometimes folks make this, you know, like a hard topic to talk about. I mean, this is the world that we live in. I've said it before, you know, gay bashing, all that stuff back in the days when we were growing up, that was so prominent. It was freaking crazy. I mean, you used to see folks in New York City getting beat up if you were in the wrong neighborhood, just for being gay. Nowadays, you know, it's like we're in a world where we, you know, it's not. I'm not going to say, hey, it's accepted everywhere. It's unfortunate as it is, but the biggest thing is that people just have to grow along with the times. I mean, things are changing. People should have that freedom and that right to love whoever it is that they want. I really don't get too far into this. Am I a big, fan of this, of all this stuff that's happening as far as DC? The biggest thing I can say is like, yo, I have no damn problem with it. Just, if the story is good, the story is good. If it sucks, just like Matt said, then hey, it freaking sucks. I'm gonna say it how it is. All of us keep it honest. We all keep it, truthful when it comes to our opinions. But yeah, I'm just waiting. I'm gonna read it. I want to read it. And again, the biggest thing is it's written by Tom Taylor, and a lot of folks that had issues with what Tom Taylor has brought to Superman so far and his writing. So we'll see. We'll see.
Guy Forge.
Yeah, I mean, listen, to each his own. Like I said, I think you guys all have the same idea here, and it's. I'm neither for it, neither against it. It's fine. We're looking for quality in comics. If this is the storyline they want to go down, that's cool. I think we look at. I mean, do relationships really last anyway in comics? If it's not like Kent and Lois Lane, like this is Jonathan Kent, obviously a different Superman. I think it would have been weird if all of a sudden you have Clark Kent is bisexual or homosexual or transgender. It'd be like a different thing. But it's to each his own. If it's a new character, they're taking them down a different road. That's fine as long as the quality in the comic. That's really what I think people look for. I think you guys are right in the story and everything like that, but not against it at all. I mean, it is what it is. Let them have fun. Let them see if they can sell books with it, because that's probably what it's for. And then you go from there.
Yeah. I mean, again, I didn't want to spend. I wanted to bring it up. Like I said, I see the chat getting a little chippy, guys. We're all in this together. Defects.
Yeah, everybody has their ideas.
Opinions. Everybody could have them. It's okay. They could be different. Yeah. To me, this has got. To me, like I think Thurl nailed it when he said this is way more acceptable than it was. 5, 10, 15, 20. Take your pick. And I'll go to movies and TV shows, and I watch TV shows or movies where sometimes you could see that they are just like pushing their point in your face so much so that it loses its meaning and the show becomes about that, as opposed to that this is just a normal occurrence that nobody even blinks an eye at, because that's what's in, I have friends, family, like that's what it is. So if you make it less about that, I feel like that the fact that they even made a point of this is already is shining too much. I don't want to say even negative or a positive spotlight, just too much of a spotlight. Like, we love the stories, we love the characters, and let's keep it about that. And however way they want to swing, hey, like we said, to each their own. Just keep the story damn good, and we'll be happy with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's really what I have to say. So before we get in trouble, let's keep it moving. But we had to touch on it. I mean, come on.
Of course.
Pause.
Yeah.
A little bit more DC. Here we go. Maybe making some waves in a good way here that we're going to like. So our buddy Mikey Sutton over at Geekosity Mag, definitely want to check out that website. He writes some great stuff, and he obviously throws a lot of scoops to TiVo. They do a lot of stuff on Sundays together, so check that out on Lords of the Long Box.
By the way, that's such a fun show to listen to. Forget about watch. I was doing stuff in food prepping just to say what I was doing on Sunday night, and I'm just listening. It's such a fun show to listen to in the background, just to hear what they say. And Mikey comes out with some shit sometimes, man, that I just laugh my ass off what this guy says. Like, so
yeah, it's entertaining. It is
very entertaining, very good show, and I said it to him too. So
yep. So Snyder Verse veteran to appear in the Flash movie. So follow the tea leaves here, guys, and then I'll throw it to you. Okay, so a Man of Steel star may appear in the Flash. Yet another piece suggesting DC Films will restore the Snyderverse. I know there was a lot of controversy about that. Seems like a lot of people liked the Snyderverse better than what we were getting before. So here we go. So they say, first, the Flash is deeply involved in the multiverse of the DCEU. That's fact one. Ben Affleck was confirmed to reprise his version of Batman. Another piece. Mikey Sutton reported numerous times that Henry Cavill will return in The Flash. Okay.
Hashtag
Kiersey
my
Clemens,
Superman.
there you go. Kiersey Clemens returns as Iris West. That's official now. That's new.
No.
Clemens, she didn't appear in Josh Whedon's theatrical version of the Justice League, but she did appear in Zack Snyder's. Yeah. So it sounds like he's bringing the band's getting back together for the Snyder Verse, and that could be a good thing. In my eyes, it is. I'm going to start with Guy first. What do you think, brother?
Listen, I said it. Hashtag my Superman. I'm okay. I'm okay with bringing characters to this. You gotta. I am not a huge fan, and you get mad, get whatever. Obviously, we have our own opinions. I'm not a huge fan of Ezra Miller as the Flash. I really hope he does a better job in his own movie. I guess we'll see. But I'm not too optimistic about that. I'm 100% behind Black Adam because everything The Rock touches turns to gold. Like this kid as the Flash, I don't see it. I like the guy from the TV show. I think he did a much better job. I think he's more believable. I guess we'll see when he's in his own movie and there's a camera pointed at him 90% of the time. So
okay. Thorough, you want to take this one on the bottom of the screen there for Guy?
Yeah, this is from Uncle Roman. Big shout out to Uncle Roman. The $5 super chat right here for the defects. Said, are we just going to let Guy food prepping slide by?
Come on, man. I got a food prep to eat well. That's the way it works.
Listen, this is what I'm going to show you what happens when Guy doesn't food prep, all right?
You guys have any food? Never mind. I think I got a slice of the old ET. There she is. Not like a slice of meat lovers after a good night.
And look at this guy supporting his own show.
My
Hit
man.
those fucking likes. That's right, the butcher. We miss you, brother. We love you. Thanks for hanging in the chat with us a little bit. Have fun tonight. Do your thing.
Enjoy your night, buddy.
Jay's only going to hit that thumbs down if we start talking about Superbad and Wedding Crashers and Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson again. So,
yeah.
Thorough, what do you think about the Snyder Verse? What do you think about the Flash movie? What do what's your take on all this?
Well, my biggest thing is that is one of the biggest screw-ups that DC could have ever made was not sticking to one certain thing. So I'm all in for this, man. Big reason why is because now you have a set universe for the DCEU that you didn't have prior. You have the MCU, they continue to follow their stories, which is, something that makes it great. Have they been, batting over 500 right now as far as Marvel? Not really, because a lot of the stuff that's been coming out has been pure trash. That's my opinion. Now, as far as DC needs to go on that route because they need to have something together. They need to culminate somewhere they could say, hey, we have all these set superheroes here. We can introduce other superheroes. Even if they were to cross over Black Adam, with The Rock, which I 100% support because The Rock is literally putting his 100% in everything as far as the Black Adam movie, which I love to see. You don't ever want to see a company just because they're trying to sell toys or whatever, et cetera, trying to make a movie because it's just going to be distasteful. Hence, Batman and Robin. That was just all a money grab. They were like, hey, we need a movie made fast. Boom, boom, boom. Then you had the worst Mr. Freeze, Poison Ivy, and Bane that I could have ever seen in my life. So
chill out.
Yeah, this is great news, man. I definitely hope they stick to it. I love the Snyder Cut and what they were doing with that. So many avenues that they could take all this, and I do agree with a lot of folks talking about the Flash. I'm not a big what's his name, Ezra Miller.
Ezra Miller.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of his, but I mean, so far I actually liked him a little bit more after I watched the Snyder Cut. To be honest with you,
I agree. I agree with that. Again, that's why he had more screen time. So maybe this is what he needs, and maybe we're going to change our minds once they have the. Like I said, if they're shooting his own movie, if he's in front of that camera 90% of the time, maybe he's going to change our minds on this.
I feel like the Flash movie though is gonna, and I think they even said this, is that it's going to be like a big crossover event. So it's almost going to be like, I'm going to compare it to a Marvel movie like Captain America: Civil War.
Exactly.
I mean, it was Captain America, but I mean, he wasn't on screen that much more than anybody else, right? So
Yep.
I think that's what you're going to get there, and that's the way they remedy that. So, all right, let's keep it moving here because we got a lot more to touch on. This was pretty cool. We won't spend too long on it, but I just want to read some things on it because we always like to touch the comic book median as well, not just the movies.
Not just like
So here we
touching
go.
things.
Yeah, man, I got the Pause Patrol here with me tonight, so you know.
I mean, I got
Scott Snyder.
I got the shirt on, so
Yeah, there you go. Everybody's favorite. Scott Snyder says a marriage of print and digital is the future of comics. This is interesting, and when I first read the headline, I was like, I'm all good with that. I'm okay with that. That it's probably a good statement. And then I realized why. So let me read this. I'm gonna read something here. So Snyder recently launched the creator-owned publishing imprint Best Jacket Press, partnering with Comixology for a series of original titles to be released on the digital platform. Here's a quote from him. We partnered with Comixology because I genuinely believe that the digital and print have been held in competitive spaces for too long, Snyder told CBR. The future of comics is the marriage of the digital and print. So basically, he goes on to say he believes there's room for both. As comic book fans, he knows that, for the stuff you love and you want to collect and value-wise, you're going to want to go and get that hard copy. He said, but for exploring new titles and lesser-known artists at a cheaper, more fixed rate, that's what the digital media is going to be for, and that's what he's hoping. So here's how he wraps up the interview with a quote. Get a subscription on Comixology Unlimited. Find books that you love for an affordable price in these crazy-ass times and get all the stuff you love in stores, meet people, go to cons, and be a community member. And then make comics do it better than us, meaning Scott Snyder and his generation of artists, and change the industry because it needs new voices. So I see that he kind of has a little bit of an agenda because he obviously just launched a digital media, platform. But I kind of like the message. It kind of makes sense to me. So, Thorough, what do you think, brother?
Yeah.
And I want to get the chat in on this too. So, Guy, if you could highlight some comments. Okay.
Yeah, so
I've been, yeah.
Yeah, so I've spoken about this on many occasions. A lot of people did not like one of my videos that I did. This was a while back where I spoke about there is a great possibility of everything just going digital, guys. Do I see this in the foreseen future? I'm not talking about like next year, 2-3 years from now. Maybe in a possible 10 to 15 years. You look at the trends, you look at how kids are. I mean, I just look at my kids and I see how they're growing up with everything digitally. You go to school, you get your digital textbooks. You don't even get a physical damn textbook anymore. Another thing too was Bleeding Cool, man. Shout out to them. They did a nice little segment that they put on their website, and they were talking about how comics are running out of paper. All these printing companies are running out of paper, and if you keep up with, with politics, all this crap, you guys know how all this greenhouse stuff comes into play. They're trying to raise the price of creating paper. Unless some mad genius out there comes out with a new form of creating paper where, you're not using trees and things like that, that stuff is going to get more expensive. So you better expect for like the next few years, you're going to start seeing $10 copies of comics. And that is when people are going to start going over to digital, and they're going to start saying, hey, they're giving me the book, digitally for $3. I'll go buy it digitally. It costs these companies a lot less. As far as Scott Snyder, yeah, he's just pretty much giving a commercial and trying to sell his Substack. That's just really it. But I'm going to tell you guys, a lot of these books that we have been seeing and we just been kind of putting to the side now, I think that these things will start to gain value and start to get momentum because collecting changes every damn 5 years. Everything is different. Now is the age of just keep collecting. Back in the early times, I was collecting shit. Everybody was going for covers, and you would see books just based on a cover, and those books are selling for, hundreds of dollars. Now it's different, and who knows what the next trend is going to be. But I'm just saying it. I'm putting it out there. Look at all the NFTs. These DC companies spoke about that. DC, Marvel, everybody's getting into the NFT game. But that is crazy. I mean, you just look at all that. Keep up with the trends is what I tell people. That is the best way to know what you're going to invest in as far as comic books. Just kind of be able to predict the future a little bit.
Guy Forge.
Yeah, listen, times are changing. Obviously, you can sit there and you can complain, or you can grab it by the balls and adapt. So it's what's happening. So whether it's all gonna go to digital, I hope not. There's something about holding the comic in your hands. There's something about flipping through pages. I think we all go back to when we were kids and get excited about it. But you know what? There's going to be some sort of combination of both. I can see that in the foreseeable future. So.
And our chemist says pause, guy.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
There you go.
But wait, I see both points of view in the chat. I'm trying to read along here. And I think actually reading this again and seeing some of the stuff in the chat, I think there's one thing that we got to remember. Well, two things we got to remember is that somebody said in the chat that he's in college and he can't afford to buy comics every week because Thuro's right. You know, comics now are $4, $5, $6, right?
Yeah.
There's a paper shortage going on right now. Forget about the green stuff. There's just a paper shortage in general. So by the end of this year, you might be seeing 5, 6, 7 or 7, 8, 9. So if that's what it takes for you to be able to still be part of this community and read the stories you love, then we need digital. I don't want to lose people because we want to push digital out of the way. That's the worst thing we could possibly do for this hobby, right? Is lose a piece of it because they can't afford to buy the books. So I think the people that are saying no digital, no digital, no digital, think about that. Do you want to alienate people that can't afford to buy books every week? And also, I think what Scott Snyder is saying here is a really good point. Get these lesser known artists, lesser known titles on this cheaper medium where we don't have to go all in and go to the store and buy it and spend $5 on an individual book. We can get a subscription that allows us to buy that book. And then if that artist catches on, he makes it to the big leagues, right? He gets called up from AAA. He starts writing the books that you buy in the store every week. And your hobby becomes better because now we have a new artist and we're not just recycling the same old authors, the same old artists with the same old fucking storylines. So don't just dismiss this because it's digital. This might be the key to the longevity of the hard copy and the LCS. So change your thinking on this a little bit. I'm not 100% sold on it, but I think a lot of good points have been made in the chat and this article. And I think we all need to think a little bit better about this because it could mean something here.
I also think it's going to bring in maybe some people that weren't in the hobby before. Some of the people who are more techie, some of the people who are more into this, rather than getting the hard copies, they prefer this. So I think it's going to bring a different person to the hobby as well.
And it's also a matter of space too. You know, that's something else that I put a point out there. I saw Mike the Beast talking about how he went to digital, to read stuff on there because, I mean, collecting all this stuff, it just piles up everywhere. And as time progresses and there's more people on this planet, living quarters are starting to get smaller. So you look at that, all these different effects that lead to people going into that direction. And people could get mad. Right now, people will say, hey, I'm not accepting of this. There was a lot of stuff you weren't accepting of beforehand, and now you accept it. Same thing now. You're going to accept this later down the road. And that's how the cookie crumbles when it comes to this, man.
There you go. There are a lot of good opinions in the chat tonight. I like the fire. I like the passion. I don't, there's nobody in the chat that's saying anything that's bad. Everybody can have their opinion. It's all good. Oh, yeah. We appreciate all the comments. Keep putting them in there because I'm listening to these guys. I'm reading them. I like it. I like the back and forth. Let's keep it, like we always say, keep it respectful. We're all defects in here, so let's keep it moving. All right, WandaVision's Agatha is getting a Disney spinoff, so I don't think there's much to say, but you guys take it away. I'll let you guys talk first.
It was Agatha all along. I mean, come on.
That was Mephisto.
We knew it was coming. Guys. So obviously, Catherine Hahn killed that role. Obviously, they were going to do something with her. They're not just going to let that role sit there, whether she's involved in what's going on in Doctor Strange, whether she's obviously getting her own thing right now. I think it's going to be cool. Again, I think it goes along with that horror stuff that everyone's getting into now, and they're pushing it. They're going to tell her story from the beginning or from, I guess, some sort of beginning and tell her background story. And, I think this is what's going to happen. So this is, why wouldn't you jump on something that's hot? Thorough.
All right, man. You guys know I keep it a buck, man. I'll say how it is. I honestly do not have faith in anything that's related to Disney Plus as far as Marvel. The best thing that you could get on Disney Plus, I'm just gonna continue to say it, is Star Wars. Star Wars, they know what they're doing. But as far as Marvel, I mean, hey, to each their own. I'm not here to hold anybody's pockets or hold their pockets hostage from spending money how you want, because that is your right. And I say that time and time again. The biggest thing that I have with this is like, where are they going to take this? How far are they going to go? Um, Agatha, I think that she would make a lot more sense being in a Fantastic Four movie than having her own show. In all honesty, if you guys have read Fantastic Four, then you know exactly what I'm talking about, because
Well,
I honestly
that
do
brings up
not
a
think
good
she can
point.
hold weight.
That brings up a very good point, and Erod put it in there not to cut you off. Remember, Agatha was Franklin Richards' babysitter. Just saying. So I think that's where Thorough was going with that.
There you go. Yeah, I mean, I like what Thorough's saying here. I think I'm in the middle. I sit between these guys. You couldn't waste this character because Catherine Hahn, she's one of the bright spots in Disney Plus right now, right? I think without WandaVision, there is no that role was great. I mean, so is the show going to just revolve around her, or is it going to be a group? I'm already starting to spec on this, so we got another show for that. I don't want to go too far down the spec lot, but
it's got to introduce some things. I mean, come on, let's take it for what it is. They're not dumb.
Right.
They're not dumb. They know how to write their scripts. They know how to bring things forward. They know how to input people where they need to input people to affect the future stuff. So you know it's coming, guys. I mean, Maddie says it all the time. Just read the tea leaves.
Right. Sometimes, sometimes it is the most obvious thing sometimes, but I said I was going to talk about this later, and Thorough's touched on it. I touched on it. And before I bring up the next slide, I think here, let's do this. No, I don't want to do that. Hold on. I'm still getting used to this shit. I think, I've been disappointed by a lot of the stuff DC has put out and Marvel, I think Black Widow was okay. I think Shang-Chi was just okay. And I think Venom 2, I know that's Sony, but Marvel had their handprints on that, was just plain bad. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, when it comes out and I can watch it for free, I'm going to watch it again because it's a superhero movie and it's Carnage versus Venom. But it just wasn't good. And the Disney Plus series have been, they have
how can you get excited? How can you get excited about the best part of the freaking movie was the credit scene?
Yeah, I know. Well, we're going to talk about that. But Thorough, let me tell you, you said you aren't excited for anything on Disney Plus. I have to disagree on that one, because there is one series that I am hoping saves this thing, and that is Moon Knight. Because if they fuck that up, then all hope is lost for me. Because to me, that could be the big one for Disney Plus, and maybe. They have an opportunity with Disney Plus to do something good between the movies, and they haven't utilized it correctly. As just my opinion, you know what I mean? So, and I think you're kind of in that same mindset, So it sounds like.
To be honest with you, I'm not going to say the one show that after I watched the trailer that I'm really looking forward to, no lie, because like you say, Moon Knight, right? For me, Oscar Isaac does not fit that damn role for me for nothing. It's freaking Poe Dameron. I'm sorry, brother, but
he's done a lot of other movies though. You got to see his range. It's good. It is good.
He's a great actor. I'm not knocking his acting, because he's done a lot of movies that I like a lot. But for me to see him as Moon Knight, I just don't think he has the chops. It's the same reason too why I said I didn't like the guy that they freaking used to play Shang-Chi. Or Shang-Chi, however the fuck they freaking were trying to make it say the damn name. But yeah, I wasn't too big of a fan of that either. And people were just like, yo, well, what wasn't that you liked? That he wasn't masculine, blah, blah, blah. No. Yo, when they did Shang-Chi, they literally took that from Bruce Lee. You needed somebody to have that Bruce Lee sauce. Pause. All right? You needed that type of sauce from this guy, and we didn't get it. But again, like I said, they're making this for mainstream. It's not for the readers, which I 100% understand. Same thing with Venom. You look, what the fuck? Literally the credits. But at the end, it's like you saw one damn part where I literally thought they stole from white girls, and that was when Venom was walking into the fucking club trying to look like Terry Crews.
That's it.
I mean, for me, but
I
going
think
back
they
to
just I think they just watched your show. That's all.
yo, but going back to the actual show, the one that I'm really looking forward to and that surprised me a lot was Hawkeye. I'm
Okay.
not gonna lie. I'm looking
People
forward to
in
this one because it looks really well done, and I see a ton of potential with Kate Bishop and Echo.
I think
So
people in the chat agree with you.
They're
And
saying that, yeah.
this is from Dick Fury. You want to read this one, Thorough?
he said, "Yo, $5, man. I appreciate it, brother, for the cuisines here for some more pasta, so they can keep feeding me. Damn it." He said, "Love the show, fellas. And gotta give you a big yeah." That's right, to the comic guru Thorough. Yo, listen, much love to you guys, to everybody out here. I appreciate you.
So
Yeah.
I think this is where it gets a little crazy, and you talk about we always want I hate to put it this way, we always want more, right? We always, as fans, as people who are involved in this all the time. I mean, we're obviously in the last year and a half, we're all on, we have our own YouTube stuff. We're involved more than probably we've ever been. Let's talk about that for real, right?
Yeah.
We want more. We want them to put out stuff all the time. Now we ask for more, and we're getting stuff like every single month. Look at this like layout that we're getting, right? Is it too much? Are they rushing stuff? Are they doing too many things, and maybe we're lacking the quality that we're looking for? So maybe it's our faults that we want more. Eva reference.
Yeah.
Maybe it's our fault that we want more, and maybe we should like take our time with it and get better quality, because the last couple of things, and obviously, they've come pretty quickly. Pause.
Nah.
Oh God, here we
They're
go.
not they're not reaching the potential of, I think, where they need to be.
I like what you're saying there, but I don't think time is the issue, because we just went through a fucking pandemic that paused everything for 2 years, and I think they overthought it, to be honest with you.
True.
I think they had too much time to fuck it up, and that's what they ended up doing.
But they had time to fix things.
And I think if they did a bad job, because there was obvious things they could have done better in every single project that has come out since we've gotten back to this, right? Starting with Wonder Woman. There were so many things that could have been done better, just obvious things, to not even just make it just for us, just for people that are in this chat, right? But for the mainstream as well. I mean, a lot of mainstream people told me the same thing, like, oh, those movies were, okay. Are you watching Disney Plus? Yeah, they're okay. So who are you making it for? If the mainstream's not digging it, and the big fans and the hardcore fans aren't digging, who are you making it for?
Yeah.
So,
Very
but
true.
there could be something that changes all that, and Maddie Segues just did that. Here we go. Eternals. I know this is going to be unpopular, and I've been beating this drum for a while. And I know that it's not going to be like a true Marvel film, but I think it's going to put us on the road that we need to be on. You may not love the movie, but you're going to love what it sets up. That's my opinion. So I'm not going to read this whole thing. Basically, she's saying that this stands alone from everything. Chloe Zhao says this stands alone from the MCU. All you have to know is that half the people were snapped away and then snapped back. That's all you got to know to watch this movie. So that could be a good thing. There's no multiverse plots going on here, because this was scheduled to come out prior to all the multiverse stuff, prior to Wanda, prior to Loki, prior to all that, prior to Venom 2. So no multiverse stuff. Prior to What If. And she alluded to the Celestials a lot, so we're going to learn about Celestials. So does that mean Galactus? Does that mean we talk, it sounds like they're going to talk more about Thanos and his origin, and 2 end credit scenes that are equally impactful, she said, and going to set up the future of the MCU. Not what happened in the past, not explaining stuff, but explaining stuff going forward. I have my opinions on what I think that means. What say you guys?
I'll start off. So the biggest thing, I saw the trailer. People were like, "Yo, the trailer." I thought it was whack. Didn't really entice me into anything. One of the biggest things why I'm personally losing faith in a lot, how we all are, just consistently seeing just trash coming from DC and Marvel is, you know what it is? Marvel especially, they got comfortable. When you get to the top, what happens? People get comfortable, and all of a sudden they're like, all right, we could do whatever we want right now, and we could put out trash, and these people are going to absorb it, and that's that. Now, am I looking forward to this? Not really. Am I gonna watch it? Of course, man. Any comic book fan is still gonna check out whether something's trash or not. Um, where is this going to? Especially now because what had me confused was at one point where they had an interview with Kevin Feige, and Kevin Feige was talking about how the Eternals is gonna tie everything into the MCU, which I think were the wrong choice of words. And now to see this article and to see Chloe Zhao pretty much come out and say that this is disconnected from the MCU's current multiverse. And that's starting to make me kind of think like, okay, well, where the hell is this going now? And this, yeah, I trust me. I know a couple places that this is probably going to, but at the same time, it's like, all right, now I'm confused as shit. Like, you guys gotta be, like I'm telling one saying this is tying into everything is going to change the whole MCU, and then another one's like, this has nothing to do with this. And on top of that, the other big thing too out of this whole thing was, if you guys, I don't know if you guys read that article too, but they were talking about Dane Whitman, and they asked the director, "Are we gonna see the Ebony Blade and all that stuff?" And she literally said, "No, we're not gonna see it. We're not gonna see it." And I wouldn't expect, yeah. And if you guys are expecting Dane Whitman, I think he's just gonna be his normal, self, and it would just kind of lead into him becoming, the Black Knight further down for possibly the next movie. But
end credit scene, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Post credit, maybe one of the post credit scenes we see
maybe.
that.
You might see a freaking a knight's helmet or something. Who the hell knows?
Right. Trust the process. Maybe. Yeah. I'm thinking you get mutants from this, right? I think that's how they explain mutants into the MCU. That's my personal opinion. That's the tea leaves I've been reading now, and obviously that's what Jack Kirby did, right? So if they want to try to keep it a little bit close to the source material, this is the perfect opportunity to do that. And then it doesn't fucking matter how good or bad the movie is. People are going to be excited, right?
Yeah. Hell yeah, man.
Guy Forge, are we going to see this on opening night or what?
I mean, that goes without saying, right? I mean, listen, I'm just happy to be back at the movies. I'm excited for this just because, again, it's another movie. But I think this is a fun part where we're all getting involved in. They're saying that this is gonna dictate like everything. Like, so, like, this has to be important, right? Like, I mean, that's the question you're asking. It has to be important. This has to tell us something. We're going to get a lot of things from this movie, I think. I don't think it's just one thing.
Right. And that's what the Beast is asking. Do I think Namor, right? Because we know Atlantis sank in one of the battles.
I think Namor. I said Namor from the beginning. I said that little kid is Namor, but whatever.
Maybe they just talk about Atlantis, right? Galactus. Something. A lot of people are in on Galactus teas. That'll explain Galactus and Heralds and then mutants. So if you give me one of those three, I'm over the moon. If you give me two of those three, forget about it. I mean, then it's forget it. All right. Venom 2. We talked about this. We've talked about this throughout the show, and we've alluded that we all really didn't care for it. But we did, spoiler alert, if you haven't watched this yet, spoiler alert, 3, 2, 1, Spider-Man tie-in in the post-credit scene. Essentially what they're saying is that Venom was sucked into the MCU. That's what that scene meant. They explained it because it really wasn't clear. You just knew they were in the same universe. You don't know if Spider-Man came to him. But Venom got sucked out of the Sonyverse, went into the MCU. But now they're saying it's not the entire Sonyverse. It's just Venom right now. But they're not. So my question is, what does that mean for Carnage? Is he coming back? What does that mean for Morbius? What does that mean for Kraven? Where are they? Are they going to eventually tie in? Are they going to still be separate? What do you guys think?
Carnage is going to come back, bro. Carnage is coming back. I don't think it's probably going to be in the next movie because there was some talks in a UK interview that they did with Andy Serkis, and Andy Serkis said he wants to go down to Lethal Protector. Because you guys know, too, I mean, during the whole damn movie, if you watched it, You know, my
Yeah.
boy Josh Graves, shout out to him. He was on my comic chop up with me, and we were talking about it. And he said it. He's like, yeah, they were pretty much alluding to the fact that they're gonna go that Lethal Protector route because the whole damn movie you just kept hearing them Lethal Protector.
Yeah, 5,
Lethal
6, 7
Protector.
times. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I was excited about that part.
yeah, and there's so much that they could go from there. Then after that, they could bring back Carnage. They could add him. I hope it'd be a very menacing Carnage, which I probably won't see. I mean, Sony will probably touch on that before Disney ever will, because you'll never see Disney put out a maniacal version. I would love to finally get to see, because I know the one thing that we all miss from Venom is having that white spider emblem on the symbiote. So maybe this might be maybe after he licked the screen, that he just reacted to it and then just possibly guessed that. Who the hell knows? But yeah, I mean, there's so much that they could do with this. Again, the movie's garbage now. Will Sony give us what we hope for? Yeah, that's a good probably freaking no, because that fucking Sony just they're money grabbers. They're just gonna try to get and put out whatever they can. But to each their own. If you like it, you like it. If you didn't, hey, it is what it is.
There you go.
Do you think
Guy
it's the
Forge, what are you thinking?
Is it the writing? Is it the writing that's just bad? Because the technology's there, the effects are good, the actors are good. What are we missing? Like, what's the problem here?
I don't know. I don't know.
I think
They're
it is
trying
the
to
writing,
appeal.
bro.
Is it the
It's
writing?
definitely the writing.
Like, is it
I think it's the
is that just they just don't know how to tell a story that like people enjoy? Do they spend too much time on the guy freaking making breakfast in the house?
It goes back to the things we were just talking about, bro. Like, for example, we were just saying how they're trying to appeal to the mass public. It's not just the comic book readers, people that know about this stuff. They're trying to appease everybody. They're not trying to, they're trying to write a script where they're portraying. Like I said, when I saw the trailer, I was like, man, this is gonna fucking suck, because it was literally they were playing the Three Stooges. It was the symbiote and freaking Eddie in the kitchen, and I was just like, yo, that's like a fucking Three Stooges scene. So it was just like that. That's what they're trying to do. Laughter,
and
comedy.
when he was singing, you say tomato, I say tomato.
Oh my
Yeah.
god!
I go.
I
Oh
looked
my
at guy in the
God.
movie. I was like, "What the fuck are we watching?"
I don't know what the
I
hell was
shook my
going
head
on.
for the first 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Dude,
I mean,
that's what it is. I honestly think they're just, I think they're going a little too overboard trying to appease everybody, and that's why you look at DC movies, for example. People get upset with DC because they're a little too dark. People, parents got upset with Shazam. That is a great fucking movie and a great point to go into. Why?
I liked
Because
it.
I liked it.
and it's a great example, should I say, of what happened with that. Parents were in uproar. There was news articles about how upset parents were that you had these demons eating people up in the damn conference room and all this crap, and people were in. That's the difference between DC and Marvel. DC will go to that extent, but little do they know it's costing them. Now you go to Marvel. Marvel's gonna try to keep it in that. As to why I'm having such a tough time, because I love Moon Knight, and that's why I know you guys are like, yo, I can't wait for it. That's gonna be the game changer. But that is one of the reasons why I feel like shit. Like
You're
I
nervous
just
about
don't-
it.
Yeah, I get nervous, dude. Super
Okay.
nervous.
Well, I think there's a simple equation, and you guys we're all alluding to it. You can't just get by saying this is Spider-Man, this is Venom, right? You need a good writing team, you need a good director, you need a good producer. It's the same as comics, right? We've read bad Spider-Man stories. I mean, look at
Yes.
look at the one that just ended. Just because it's Spider-Man doesn't mean it's good. You need a good writer in comics, just like you need a good writer and director in movies. So
Correct.
you can't just get by throwing any old name behind these movies that you want to be billion-dollar movies.
And you're
You
not
have to
going to
put
do it.
somebody that knows what they're doing.
You're not going to do it just by throwing a good actor in there either. That's not going to work.
Right.
Because you know what? Tom Hardy slays roles, bro. If you watch his stuff, he is absolutely amazing.
Right.
Okay.
And this is like one of his worst. Yeah. So one more tidbit before we move on. Our buddy Mikey Sutton again, he wrote an article saying that Venom is probably going to have a cameo in Spider-Man No Way Home. So could be post-credit. He said it could be very minor. It could be as Eddie Brock. That would be awesome. I would like to see that, because then you're really bringing what everybody wants to see one step closer. So let's see if that's something that actually comes true. I like Mikey. He's been doing some good stuff. He's been right a lot. So I'm hoping he's right again on this one. All right. I think this is the last one. Yeah, it is the last one. Guy Forge. I'm tired of reading. You want to read this?
Michael B. Jordan returning as Killmonger in Black Panther 2. I couldn't be more excited about this, honestly. I think he killed that role. He was amazing. I'm a big fan of his. I think he's a great actor.
So this was exclusive from Giant Freaking Robot. I think we all kind of knew this was going to happen. We all want this to happen. There's no discussion here. So I'm going to ask both of you, and I'll give my opinion. Is he going to be revived? Did he survive? Or is it a flashback? Thorough, you go first.
Nah, I 100% think it's a flashback, bro. I don't think I don't think that he's gonna come back. I know a lot of folks are like, "Oh, he needs to be the new Black Panther." They're gonna keep it as Shuri. They're gonna run along with that story. I already know that they're gonna make a big tribute to Chadwick Boseman. As you know, there were a couple of leaked stage scenes and stuff like that where they actually said, "Our King." Live forever, something like that. Whatever it was in these, in Wakanda.
Someone decoded it, right?
Yeah, and they coded that whole stuff, and you could see that there was like an altar, I guess, where they were gonna have his body laying and all that good stuff. So to be honest with you, I just think that this is just gonna be like a cameo type of thing, flashback, and that's it. Because he even said it himself. Michael B. Jordan said, "Don't ask me to become Black Panther. I'm not gonna do it." I lost a good friend in Chadwick, and he was who embodied that character. So, I know a lot of people with Uncle Roman got upset when Uncle Roman said you need to recast. I'm gonna say I have 100% agree with Uncle Roman. I get it, man. People, things happen. It's human nature. You might have people passing away. You might have folks that don't want to take on the role. Just recast them. And just start, continue on with the story. There's been so many characters that got recasted. It's like you look at the original Fantastic Four. Who do we have now? We got, the Torch, and he's now all of a sudden Captain America. Nobody was upset with that. It's just kind of, it is what it is. It's, again, I want to definitely watch this. I want to see. I think it's going to hit everybody in the feels. When it comes to watching, Chadwick Boseman, not being here anymore. But, that's all I think it is. Just a flashback cameo. So.
Guy Forge, what do you think?
I think this is going to be an emotional roller coaster when we see this movie. I think we're going to, you're going to get excited to be there. You're going to you're going to be sad to see, obviously, Chadwick not there. I think we all attached ourselves to him as Black Panther. Rightfully so. I think he was the best person for the role, obviously. Listen, any way they bring him back, again, he's a good actor, and they have good writers behind when they do stuff. So I think I'm okay with him coming back. I don't think he's going to take over as Black Panther. So I guess it'll be like a flashback scene, or obviously people are talking, they pulled him from the multiverse. Maybe it's a different Killmonger. I don't know.
Yeah.
But, guys, just because he comes back doesn't mean he has to be Black Panther, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. No, he doesn't.
So maybe I'm just being wishful here, but I think it's not going to be a flashback. I think he's going to be revived. How big of I don't think he'll be Black Panther, but I think he's going to be part of the movie. I think he was too good to just let go. I think people love the what if version of him. So, we'll see. And I saw Wesley was asking, is this a credible website? Giant Freaking Robot is a pretty big website, and they said it was from a credible source. So obviously we got to take all these with a grain of salt. Yeah. There's a lot of fake information out there, but it was worth bringing up at least because this makes sense, right? So we don't know. It could be as Killmonger, probably not as Black Panther, and like Thorough said, it could just be a flashback. I'm probably like 60% that way, 40% he's coming back revived as Killmonger, but we'll see. Let's take a minute. Big Daddy Ross has been saying in the chat, you got to smash that thumbs up because, we're at 170 plus people in here. So just a little reminder that you got to hit that thumbs up. You got to smash that like button.
Wow.
That's a new one for Thorough. He hasn't seen that one yet.
No, he hasn't.
Oh my God.
I watched it. No, I have seen it. I saw it when I was working out, and I damn near dropped the weights on my head because I was watching that. I was like, shit, I was about to get crushed like that damn beer can right there.
Guys, still to come. We're doing this giveaway. All this goodness is going to somebody in the chat.
Look at all those books, man.
What are you doing with all those books? Probably in the next 10 minutes. So stick around. That's a big one. What do we got left? We got Fantastic Four, our picks. We're gonna do that towards the end. Nice. We got Cash It or Trash It, Guy Forge doing a throwback Cash It or Trash It, which I like.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a throwback. Yeah. So
I think we should just jump right into Cash It or Trash It, because it's already an hour in.
Does Thorough know
still hears? So let's
does Thorough know what he has to do?
Thorough knows. He's got to
dance.
Right.
Maybe Cash It or Trash It.
As long as you do, you got to dance, baby. You got to dance.
Thorough went off camera as we were dancing.
Look at that.
All right, Guy Forge, take it away. Chat, we want your opinion too. Cash it or trash it. Guy Forge, hit it up.
So,
hold up. We got $4.99 from our buddy DJ Links. Go check out his YouTube. They do awesome content over there. $4.99. My dudes, thank you, brother. I appreciate you.
Lots of fun when you watch those guys. They're a lot of fun.
Yep.
So guys, listen, Cash It or Trash It. We want the chat involved. We're obviously going to go to Thorough and get his opinion. We're going to go to Matty Forge and get his opinion. But I want to know what the defects think. So we're doing a little bit of a throwback on this one. We're going to talk about what we think about the previous Cash It or Trash It's from a while ago, because some new information came out on them, and I want to see if people's opinions changed, because this is fun. This is why we like to revisit things sometimes. So first off, we're going to go with a new one. I'm going to throw this up there because there was some talk about this, and this is Jake Gyllenhaal, and we're talking about Prophet, guys. So this is, you know what? Him and Sam, who is it? Sam Hargrave. They're teaming up on, you know who it is. Rob No Feet Liefeld. To play Prophet. Image Comics, guys, is coming back. I couldn't be more happier about this. I have like 3 long boxes full of this book. Maddie knows. So let's talk about everyone who was collecting comics in the 90s has three long boxes of Image Comics that just sit there, and you're like, what do I do with these things? Guys, what are we doing? Thorough, Cash It or Trash It? Is this going to work? Are we finally going to get... Go ahead.
I am one of the biggest Rob Liefeld fans you could ever find out there. All right. I run the freaking Rob Liefeld fan club on Instagram. Go check it out. I'm no lie. I love not seeing feet. I don't like feet. So I'm good with it. Pouches galore, baby. All I know is Jake Gyllenhaal better have pouches to the next level. All right. I'm talking about on his freaking headband if he wears one, on his freaking knees, whatever he needs to wear them. But no, I'm going to trash this. This
is why I love this, because you know what, Matty Forge and our new layout, we're seeing what's going on if people are cashing it or trashing it right on the screen. Thorough, have you seen anything like this? Look at that.
No, this is awesome, man. This is awesome. This is brand new to me, so this is my first time on here. This program that you guys are using. This is pretty dope, man. I'm enjoying this.
So obviously Thorough said trash it. He's not getting excited for No Feet Liefeld Prophet on the screen. Right. So Maddie, what do you think?
I mean, I'm gonna say cash it. I've been negative lately on these. I'll say cash it because Jake Gyllenhaal, he did a good job. You know, it's what have you done for me lately? I liked his Mysterio a lot. We know that I believe he's doing Oblivion song, right, Thorough? Is he directing that, or is he starring in that?
Both.
He's supposed to be starring, and directing.
And directing, you're right. I think it's both. I think Guy's right. So until you prove me, what have you done for me lately? You've done something good. So I'm gonna say cash it. And we'll see how it goes. And hey, like Guy said, it's 90s nostalgia. We're gonna all watch it no matter what, wherever it comes out. And so for now, I'll cash it.
Hey, if I watch New Mutants, I could watch this.
Yeah, that's right.
I skipped over that one. Let's just leave that there.
That's because it was hard, guy. Let's not get
Yeah.
let's not get
Oh,
it
you're
twisted.
right.
That's the only reason you didn't watch it.
You're right. So,
All right,
guys,
go ahead, guy.
we're gonna revisit this one, not to cover us up a little bit over here, but Thoro's gonna get excited for a second because this is Masters of the Universe Revelation is coming back for season 2, November 23rd on Netflix. Okay, guys, we got Savage He-Man. So from Savage He-Man to the Savage Man, what do you think, buddy?
So listen, I'm cashing all day on this one. I'm all for this one. Now the first one that just came out, season 1, wasn't too happy with that.
Okay.
But if
Maybe
we're
they
getting
shouldn't
a
have called
friggin-
it. Maybe they shouldn't have called it He-Man Masters of the Universe. You know,
Yeah, it's
Revelation.
Tila Man.
So,
Tila
okay.
Man. That's that. You know that. Shout out to Biggs, man. He's the one that came up with that Tila Man, because that's what it was. But for me, now I'm gonna cash it on this one. Now that they officially brought He-Man back and he's a savage. No, man, come on.
For some reason, I knew that was going there. So,
That's,
Matty Forge.
I'm gonna go right back to what I said. What have you done for me lately? I couldn't make it past like the first 2 episodes of the first season, so I'm just gonna until you prove me otherwise, I'm gonna say trash. I mean, I'm gonna watch it.
I'll tell you this
right
much.
now, it's in the trash for me. Basura.
I'll tell you this much. I watched it. They weren't hard to watch because they was pretty quick. They were a quick watch. So it was like if you're doing something, you can watch it in the background. But if that means I'm watching it in the background, it can't be that good. So
Right.
damn.
I have big aspirations for the second season. I thought the nostalgia part of it was great, bringing us back, to when I used to watch the original as a kid. I thought that was a lot of fun. So regardless, I'm gonna bring this one back up, guys, for the third one. We're going pretty quick through this.
Hold
I just
on.
want. Oh, go ahead.
Philly born. We're equal opportunity at bashing. When someone sucks, we're gonna fucking say they suck. So right now, that's why we brought her on, because Disney Plus hasn't lived up to the hype. He's right. I'm with them. I love
Yeah,
you,
we'll
Philly.
see. We'll see, man. I'm hoping. I'm hoping for Moon Knight. I hope you're right, Maddie. I hope you're right.
Fingers crossed. All right, Guy Forge.
So, guys, this is Timothy Chalamet. We talked about this before. Obviously, he's going to be wearing some cool clothes and some costumes in the upcoming Dune movie, right? But after that, it's going to get a little wackier because we talked about what he was doing next. This is maybe a couple months ago. This is his first look at Willy Wonka. I see Thorough. You guys can't see Thorough. I see Thorough backstage, like behind the picture over here, just shaking his head and putting his hand in his face in his hands. Thorough, obviously, do we need another Willy Wonka?
No, man. There's only one Willy I liked. Pause.
Whoa,
And that was back in the days in the 70s.
Gene Wilder. You like?
Yeah, Gene Wilder. Gene Wilder. All right, get your freaking minds out the gutter. Yeah, that he will forever resonate, man, as a one soul Willy Wonka. Because then you had Johnny Depp, who I fucking thought was a fucking maniac when he did his Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Oh, yeah, I'm fuck.
But Netflix bought all the rights to Roald Dahl, all the stories. So you're gonna see more of this stuff come up, obviously. And Netflix, when they do stuff, I mean, they're all in. So I mean, he's a good actor. We're gonna see obviously a different rendition of it yet again. So I wonder what they're gonna do. I wonder if it's gonna be a lot of music, a lot of stuff. So I think it's gonna be a big show, a big production.
No, Brian Gwyn's saying that it's a prequel, so it's when he was younger. So he's supposed to be playing the younger version of Gene Wilder in Willy Wonka. Okay. I'm just gonna have to trash it, man. I thought you guys were gonna talk about Dune. I was gonna cash it on Dune because I thought.
Yeah, me too.
I can't wait to see.
I took it away. Listen, I revisited the Willy Wonka, so I revisited the
that's
Willy.
why I went like
so
this.
there
I'm
you
like,
go.
Fuck.
Matty Forge.
Why?
Next question.
And so last part of nostalgia, guys. Anthony Ramos revealed the new squad of Transformer cars. or vehicles. Let's put it that way. So these are the new Transformer vehicles that are going to be in Rise of the Beast, right? We have all these guys.
Yes.
And then we have these guys.
Ooh.
So just to show you that maybe you haven't seen them yet. Scourge is the logging truck right there. Right? That badass look like from
Mad Max.
Mad Max, yeah. Straight out of Mad Max. And then Nightbird is the Nissan Skyline, which I'm so excited about.
Like that.
One of my favorite cars ever. Don't know who the orange truck is yet. I was trying to do a little bit of research. I haven't got anything on it. Someone knows something about it. That tow truck, let me know.
Yeah, that's Mater.
That's Mater. Very good. But there's also a Ducati there, boys. If you didn't see it, a Ducati in the front. So you might get an Italian Transformer.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Yeah, wouldn't that be fucking hilarious?
We've had one in the past, didn't we?
What do you guys think? What do you guys think about that? You guys excited for this, Thorough?
He transforms. He'd be like, "Hey, paisan." I'll be like,
Hey.
"Oh yeah." Nah, man. I'm gonna have to trash this one, bro. I'm just gonna.
Really?
I love Transformers. Yeah, I love Transformers, but I can't even fucking name a Transformers movie that was good and that was like worth it. Yeah, I'm sorry. I love my Transformers.
You're not a Michael Bay guy?
Nah, man. Listen, he tried to fucking destroy Ninja Turtles, which he did a fucking horrendous job on. I don't trust him, dude. I just don't trust him.
Okay. I'm gonna just cash it because of the rig, the Optimus. That to me, that was like spot on.
Yep.
So I'll just cash it just for that. Yeah. And then I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed, Thorough. I mean, I'm just being hopeful these days.
Fingers, damn it. Change my mind.
I'm crossing my toes, man. A lot of cash.
Listen, yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for Transformers. I'm a big Transformers guy. I one of my favorite characters from the beginning. I'm just excited about this. So, by the way, Ron Perlman is voicing Optimus Primal. So that's going to be cool.
Damn, okay.
Yeah. So they have the original guy from Optimus Prime doing him again, which I love that voice. But Ron Perlman is doing Optimus Primal, which is going to be cool.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah.
And yo, I got to give a big shout out real quick to Wesley's comic collection. This is to prove that the Butcher, that's right, shout out to my brother, the Butcher, has been forever saying that Wesley is a 40-year-old freaking IT tech out in Silicon Valley. He said there is a good Transformers movie, and it was made in 1986. That's right. That damn movie made every kid cry, including myself. That's right. That is the correct damn movie. All right?
That is true.
And we got a super chat from Michael the Beast Benson. Did somebody say Beast? Great show, fellas. Love all the different takes from all three in the chat. You know what? Listen, the show wouldn't be good if we didn't have our own opinions, right? We have all of us. We have all the defects in the chat. That's what this is about, guys. So, you know what? We're happy you're all here. We're happy 180 or something of you are hanging with us for this long. So thank you all for showing up. And thank Thorough for bringing his knowledge to the table tonight.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, brothers. Thank you.
Yeah, we're gonna do this giveaway in 2 seconds. I gotta grab something. So Thorough, if you want to talk about what you got coming up on your channel, guys, don't go anywhere. We still got like probably 15 minutes. We're gonna do the giveaway. Fantastic Four. But if you want to talk a little bit about what you got coming up on your channel, real quick.
Yeah, definitely, man. So if you guys don't know, man, shout out to the Cool Jeans. I always forever show them my respect all the time. Shout out to them for recommending me to CBSI to do the Indie Spotlight show. So the Indie Spotlight show is done every Tuesday. I usually do it live every Tuesday at 10 p.m. Eastern. And then I have my own personal show where I actually talk about comic books, MCU, DCEU, all the good stuff. And truly enjoy doing it, guys. And of course, the name of the show is The Comic Chop Up, where we chop it up about everything in all comic books. Truly enjoy seeing everybody on there. I got to get the Cool Jeans back on there. It's been a minute. I know last time I had the guys on there, we had a hell of a time. So definitely would love to have you guys back. And of course, I'm gonna start once everything starts to settle down in my own personal life. Then I'll start to be able to, have more guests, bring a whole rack of people onto the channel, talk about things, because I love to hear disagreements. I don't want everybody to agree on everything. So that is one of the things that I definitely want to go ahead out there and put out there for you guys. And especially if you've never been on YouTube, I would definitely love to have folks to come and join us on there. That'll be, really, really awesome to be able to have that. So again, man, big shout out to the Cool Jeans here. I appreciate you guys for having me on here today. I'm having a ball. And yo, next time I need to be on here, I need to see Jay on here. You know, that's my brother right there too.
Absolutely. Now listen, if you guys don't, I mean, Thorough brings so much to this YouTube
Appreciate
thing. Just the knowledge. The Chop Up is one of the greatest shows ever. And all the guys that hang with the Savages, it's a lot of fun to watch them all. Everybody has their own opinions, which is great. That's, again, I don't want to stress on that, but that's what makes it fun, guys. That's what makes it fun. Everyone's a character. Everyone's having fun and talking about the things that we love. And we love collecting. We love each other. So it's a good time. Good time to be on YouTube.
Definitely, man. Definitely enjoy everything that you guys do for the community, man. And I've told them to my brothers here personally. I said, hey, I'm proud of you guys. You guys have reached the freaking mountaintop. And you still haven't gotten up there, man. Because remember, you still got to get to the sky, damn it, and outer space and all that shit. So we got to, you got to keep the movement going. And again, guys, come and join. I do speculation stuff. Myself with the Cool Jeans here, we're always talking amongst each other. In private chats and just saying, hey, do you think it could be this, and we just go at it. And I love doing that. And then we share it with the community, and that's what's awesome because. I never knock people for not reading. I love to read. There's folks that don't want to read. They just want to collect comics. Yo, do you, man. There is no wrong way in collecting. Continue doing your thing. So really, really appreciate you guys, man.
We appreciate you. Thanks for coming on. I heard you talking about the Chop Up. Man, I was just about to say, before you said that, I was like, dude, I got to get back on the Chop Up. We have such a blast when we come on there. So we'll love to do it. Guys, I pinned Thorough's channel to the top of the chat. Do me a favor, if you're in here and you're not subbed up, click over there, sub him up. He puts out amazing content. So
appreciate it, brother.
Yeah, man. Glad the Indie Spotlight is back. That's a dope show.
Yeah, man. I missed it, dude. I've been gone for like a month, man. So super happy.
Right where you left off last night. I love it.
Absolutely. It's a lot of fun because we do the new comic book day, which we get some of those books on there too, right? And it's we see some indie books and we know about them already. So I love seeing it. And it's like, oh, yeah, we talked about that book. Oh, we know that. And then there's some books that you just throw out there that I had no idea what the heck is going on. So it's good. It's good. Again, you get different people talking about different stuff. And it's awesome, man.
Oh, yeah.
Guy Forge. You want to read that?
Yeah, super chat from Sigma Comics. Comic Book Brothers for Hispanic Heritage Month. Please, back here. Calico number 3 on Indiegogo. Search it and play the video for all. Oh, nice. You will all recognize Vito. Only 24 hours left. Yeah, man. So go check that out from Sigma Comics.
That's awesome. We got Here Comes Calico number 3 on Indiegogo. Search for that.
Yep.
Check it out. Big. Maybe I'll search for that while guys reading this next one. I think we got something from Uncle Roman.
Got Uncle Roman coming through with a super chat. Thorough, you want to read it?
Uncle Roman, man. Every time he freaking says that, this is Uncle Roman. If you guys don't know him, come and check out the channel, man. You will love Uncle Roman. He's an uncle to all of us. One of the freaking just an awesome guy. He's just saying Tuma. Yeah, that's what he pretty much. And every time I hear that shit, I can only think about Kindergarten Cop. It's not a Tuma.
It's not the Tuma. Listen, Uncle Roman. We and Uncle Roman are gonna talk because Uncle Roman's doing me a solid, and we'll talk about that in future videos. But he's the man.
I thought you were talking about this right here, FF33. That's the Atuma that I know.
Yeah. Uncle Roman, man, he's been stacking those damn books for quite some time.
Mr. Steal Your Books.
Yes, that's right.
Nobody does it like Roman. So that's all I gotta say.
We got a Facebook message.
Ooh. Nice. Who is your daddy and what does he do? Very good. Very good quote. I love that. There's a lot of quotes from that movie, but I'm not gonna start because
No, we don't want to get Jay a thumbs down.
No, and Jay
right,
will give us a thumbs down. So
let's do this giveaway. Coco, we need your help just in case.
yeah, buddy.
All right, so here's how it's gonna go down. This whole pack is going to somebody. All right, let me do one of these.
Show him again. Show him again.
Let me do one of these. So it's going to be a question having to do with the channel, one of the most recent videos that we've done. So you got to be a defect, but you don't got to be an original defect for this one. So
they're getting two Momokos.
They're getting the Trade and the Virgin Momoko Spider-Man 46.
Wow.
They're getting the Grizzetti Power Rangers #1 variant. This is dope.
Doro loves Power Rangers.
They're getting the Mayhew High Republic #4 variant. You're getting the Mayhew wraparound and trade of the Venom 34. And I think maybe the best cover here.
That's the best right
Natalie
there.
Sanders doing the big thing. Harley Quinn #1, Trade and Virgin.
I'm going to have to talk to Mutant Beaver,
this
man.
is a nice little giveaway. I have to say so myself, you know?
Thank you, Mutant Beaver, for always doing the right thing for the defects.
Their links in the description. They got awesome stuff and 10% off with Defects 10. So you definitely want to check them out.
And by the way, they just put out some stuff from New York Comic Con that, you know what?
Yes,
if you did not get a chance to go and you didn't get a chance to get some of those exclusives that were at New York Comic Con, they got them up there. So go get them.
Wesley, I got my own copies for that, brother. I got my own copies for that. All right.
He leaves them in the Mylars.
Yeah, there you go. And they don't want to get paper cuts, you know.
Easier to clean in the Mylars.
So the answer's in the private chat already, guys. Here's how it's going to work. I'm going to ask the question. Until I drop the start line, don't answer. Okay? I'm not going to make it a big pause, but, you know, we got to keep it. And what we see on our end is the first answer we see on our end is the winner. You're probably going to see your name first if you answer it right away, but that's just because you didn't, you know, there's lag, so it doesn't mean you're first in the chat. It just means you typed it in your.
Are we looking on? Are we looking on our thing? Are we looking on YouTube?
We're looking on Restream. I don't want to do any extra work tonight. All right.
You got it.
All right. So I'll take two answers. I will either take the issue and the issue number, or I will take the first appearance that appears in this book. Okay. So I will take either one as the answer. All right, so
good luck
on our latest unboxing video, CGC unboxing video, where the three of us were downstairs in Jay's basement while Thorough was over here in mine. Yeah. Jay got a book back, all right, in a 9.8 that Guy tried to send on a previous 9.8 pre-screen that he did not get back in the 9.8. It got returned raw.
I know what book
it is.
What was that book?
What was that book? Wait for the start line. Here we go.
Why you bringing up like bad juju?
Yeah, well, I mean, I thought that was a good question. I mean, you know,
shit.
Playboy won. I mean, I don't think Jay would have sent that to be slabbed. That probably would have stayed out raw.
Man,
I don't see the answer yet.
I don't see it Betty Boop 69. Come on.
I don't
see it yet. I might have missed it.
Nah, I don't
There's
see
some
it either.
close ones, but Jay got it back in a 9.8 and Guy did not.
Yeah.
I seen a couple close answers.
I see a close answer.
I seen a bunch of close answers.
Wow. What's up, guys? Do you guys watch the show?
Oh, man.
Some just got to switch a name and a number.
I know. I knew this was going to be a little tough, but I figured there'd be like one or two people that were going to get it pretty quick.
Listen,
you know what the funny part is? Where's Joey?
I know. Joey would have had the answer already.
Yeah, Joey would have.
Let me see. I want to make sure I didn't miss it. Unicorn 1. Yeah, there you go. Wow. Nobody got this. Interesting.
Nobody.
Interesting. Okay.
I don't see it at all.
I will give a hint in like 10 seconds.
Somebody
just
almost
got
it.
They're like one issue
They got
off.
really close.
Warmer.
Wow.
Jesus.
Oh, God. Think about
Oh, my God. They went the other way.
Guys.
They went the other way. Someone went the other way.
First appearances. Oh, God. I want to make sure I didn't miss it.
I got Matt.
You see it?
There we
I
go.
got Matt.
Yeah. Matt.
Let me see.
Matt.
I think this is first.
I think Matt's first.
Thor number 5 from Donnie Cates, Black Winter, guys. I know that was, that was a little deeper cut, but I mean, that was a recent video. We didn't go back that far. That is the answer. So Matt, and that's not me.
Nice.
That's not
Hit
not
us
you.
up. That's not me. I can't. I don't think I would
Matt-
answer my.
Matt
I already
can-
got the books.
Congratulations, Matt.
So I don't know, Coco. Did anybody say Black Winter or Thor 5 anywhere before Matt? Please take a quick look. I didn't see it. Correct us if we're wrong.
Yeah, I was looking for that too.
Yeah, I don't think. Holy shit, Matt. Yeah, you won. So either IG on Pressable Defects on IG, hit us up, or on PressableDefects@gmail.com. I need your address, name and address. Hopefully you're in the US. If you're not, we're gonna have to have a discussion about that because I ain't spending $50 to ship these out. So yeah, hit us up, IG or email. All right.
We got a lot of answers, which was crazy. Like I thought this was an
Thank
easier
you, guys.
question.
Look,
And
congrats,
dude,
man.
Congrats,
I
Matt.
have more giveaways. I was gonna do it tonight, but we're running late, so probably next show we're gonna do another giveaway because the community is nice to us and people have given us stuff, and we like to just give it away to the chat because hey, why not, right? It's kind of the pay it forward thing, right? Is that what they call it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. You want to do some Fantastic Four quick and we'll get out of here?
Yeah, that's it, man. Finish off with
do it,
Fan
man.
4.
I always get yelled at because I forget to do this. But there
But
it
it's
is.
because it's a nice graphic. That's why. I mean,
It
the
is
guy
a
who
nice
did,
graphic.
the guy who came up with that graphic should get some praise every once in a while.
Guy Ford, you want to tell him what the Fantastic Four is?
Yeah, I mean, it's books we are a fan of, and they're just fantastic books. So there you go.
Don't have to be spec. They can be, but they don't have to
they-
be. It
they
can be
can
whatever the hell
be.
you want.
They're really just what you're a fan of. And you know what? We're gonna probably start with Thorough because he is our guest this week.
That is right.
So Matty Forge, put Thorough's book up there. Thorough, tell us a little bit about this book.
Oh man, oh man. All I know is not that many folks know about this book, and if you do know about this book, then join the club.
Ooh.
All right.
There it is.
This is, yes, Alex Maleev variant. Alex Maleev, one of the most amazing freaking artists. Does such a freaking amazing job, and I honestly think that this book is heavily slept on. Infamous Iron Man issue number 12, for those that don't know. Great damn book. And again, you will find these in your back bins if you get lucky. I know my brother, King of the Golden State, shout out to James. He continuously says he tries to look for this book and is failing. That book right there, yeah, there's nothing else I could say. I'm just reading what the chat is saying, and they're like, damn, yes. That's what it's really about, man.
That's
And
gorgeous.
no first appearance, nothing crazy. I just had to take it back, like I was talking earlier about how the way of collecting used to be, where people were picking up covers, and covers were literally just selling the book alone. So that's why I needed this one, and when I showed this, to the guys were just kind of like, dude. So I know I'm gonna see some fire here from the guys now. So let's get it, man.
Yeah, all I'm gonna say is there goes fucking eBay.
Yeah, seriously, these are going. I mean, this is.
Shit.
I mean, if you're a Doom fan, you got to grab this one, right? I mean,
That's
holy
sick.
shit!
Great pick, man. Great pick.
Appreciate it.
And you know what? This is a good. Not only is it a good pick because we talked about this a bunch of times, and I'm sure Thorough you did too.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of Doom books
No.
that are affordable, right?
Nope.
So these Doom covers that are dope are going to be like that.
Yeah.
I don't want to say second level, but probably like that third level that
Gotcha.
people are going to go to once we do see him on the big screen, right?
No,
The
that
Book
is
of
true.
Doom, the Doom covers, this will be on that list. You know what I mean?
That's all
this
it
is-
takes, bro. A little
Yeah.
push.
Guy Forge.
Man, Batman number 423 from the Todd Father. This is a book I am a fan of. I do have to say I do not have this book. I just love the depiction of Batman in this book. I really do. You know what? It gets even crazier because I know they've made statues of this too, and I think it's such a dope statue. I'm just a big fan of it, guys. I hope you like my pick.
That's
I like it.
that's an amazing one, dude. I mean, it doesn't get. I mean, have you guys seen the price that this goes for at a 9.8?
Yep.
Oh,
Have you
forget
guys
it.
been seeing?
9.8 is
Yes.
elusive.
I
Yeah, this thing
never
jumps at a
thought,
9.8.
yeah, I never thought I would see those prices going for this book at a 9.8. And then of course when Todd McFarlane, if anybody out there doesn't know, if you look right where Batman's head is and his cape is touching, there's that one little white spot that I can never get away from that they forgot to fill in yellow for the sun. Yeah, that forever sticks out for me now.
Yep.
All right. Well,
Exactly.
thanks for ruining it for me.
Yeah. What a trash cover.
Take it off the list.
Iconic. All right. I usually, I feel like I should have got more creative, but I feel like I had to drive. I usually do get more creative, but I had to drive a point home. I'm going Eternals #1, and it's all the Eternals books because I think we're sleeping on these a little bit. I know they've fluctuated and they're kind of flat right now, but I really do believe that this is going to be the movie that we're wrong about. That's what I'm going to say.
Well,
That
you've been on it since day one, so
I have, but
Yeah.
I'm saying
Yeah.
I'm just gonna call us as the community, right? Because I'm only one voice. I don't matter, right? But the community says this is not looking good. I'm gonna say, community, I hope we're wrong on this one, and I feel like we will be. I feel like it's gonna be a good movie. It's not gonna feel like a true Marvel movie, but I think it's gonna be good, and I think what it brings us could be big. So that's why I got Eternals #1. But take your pick. Couple dope books. The story's not great, but there's some cool artwork, and Jack Kirby is Kirby's the king, so you can't go wrong there.
well, this is where it's gonna get fun, guys, because my boy the Butch is not here, but William Medina hit the nail on the head,
Yep.
and he said, "How about some Adam Warlock?" So the Butcher knows that there's a lot of talk right now. Guardians of the Galaxy #150, Ron Lim, 1 in 1,000.
Yes.
Wow. From Marvel back in 2018. And it says, "Let the conquest end." Dude, what a sick book. I have never seen this before. So Jay always brings the fire when you ask him to do Fan 4, and he brings books out that, like, you know what? Totally baffle me sometimes. So
Exactly. And you know what's funny? I had a slide. One of the news articles was the casting of Adam Warlock, and we totally didn't talk about it. I don't know if I missed it or it came off or something. I mean, it's an obvious, there's not much to talk about here, right? We knew he was coming, but there's a ton, like, there's so much speculation that could, I mean, listen, if you're speculating, you should have been grabbing these books already, but if you haven't, I'm sure Thorough's going to do some videos on it, on the second tier and third tier books to grab of Warlock. I know we're going to be doing one on it probably in the next 2-3 weeks.
All I know is the art chemist was so upset. He probably cried himself to sleep, man.
Why is that?
Because his boy is not going to be Adam Warlock. So I mean, like, he was so upset.
Who did he want? Who did he want?
I'm waiting for Thorough to react to this.
Oh, dude, I know who you're talking about. So if anybody knows the art chemist, yes, a big fan of Baywatch, the movie, because of Zac Efron.
Yeah.
Oh God.
That's who his golden boy was.
He was crossing his fingers and praying to whatever gods he could pray to, because he was hoping for Zac Efron. But you know what? I'm sorry, Arsenio. I hate to burst your bubble, but it's not going to be Zac Efron.
I don't know if this is the wrong casting. I mean,
I'm okay with it.
We thought Paul Rudd was the wrong casting, right? I mean,
because that guy acted different in that what the hell's the movie? The Maze.
The Maze, right? He was totally different character.
He was completely different. He was not like what everybody thinks about that movie.
I think he's. By the way, We Are the Millers is hilarious. So regardless,
that's what everybody thinks about that.
Regardless, no, I think he's gonna be. I think. Listen, you see range of actors, and the kid has range. So I'm optimistic. I think he's gonna do a great job. Tim Gunn said he better get to work. That was his words. I don't know, obviously, if he means he better start hitting the gym.
He's gonna,
because, like, obviously, the perfect being needs to be,
perfect, right?
Perfect, yeah.
But it's so funny because Butch just dropped this book on a spec video a couple weeks back, Magus. So it was like perfect timing because literally it was like 2-3 weeks before the news, and now people are gonna. it's like everybody's late to the party, right? Majority of the community is late to the party with the deeper spec, right? We all know the first appearance. We all know that second appearance, but it's when you start to get down the line and really get into the trenches with some of the specs. So
because there's so many
gonna be
stories,
good.
man. Believe it.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
a lot of stories, and one of the biggest things too, guys, is don't sleep on the origins of any character. A lot of these origins, that is one of the biggest pieces of advice that I could give anybody collecting. Don't disregard origins. Those things have been disregarded forever, and now they're highly sought after.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Murph.
Murph, yeah, that's pretty funny.
That's what everybody thinks
yeah,
about.
I don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, I'm optimistic. I hope it's good. You know, I don't know. Like, what are they gonna do with Warlock? Is he gonna come alive while like maybe all the Sovereign gets snapped, and he just kind of gets set free, and he's like, where am I? You know?
Yeah.
You know, that'd be kind of cool.
It's going to be funny to see where
the universe,
where the story is. So we'll see.
And come on, like we're not gonna get the Infinity Watch. I mean, come on.
Nah, if that would happen, that'd be like 15 years from now or something.
Yeah, well, I mean, at some point, right? I'm not saying tomorrow.
Yeah, no, man. They got a long way to go. It's the same thing with a lot of folks, you know, waiting for Galactus and all that stuff. You know, X-Men, which that's on another topic because they're talking about that they're not planning on using the X-Men name anymore. I know.
Yeah, well,
I know
let's not go there. We could spend another 45 minutes on that.
Yeah, nah.
So I think we're gonna get out of here. Just do a little cleanup right now. We didn't talk about New York Comic Con because we weren't there. The defects. If we were gonna do Comic Con like New York, we had to do it right. We were gonna all have to be there. It was gonna be a full weekend. We couldn't do it. We're all really busy right now, so I'm sure you noticed we've been a little less present. We all got stuff going on in our personal life. But if you do want some good Comic Con, New York Comic Con footage, go check out Erod, friend of the channel, in the description. Go check out Very Gary, friend in the description. He's in the description. And I'm sure I'm sure there's a million others, but obviously we're trying to keep you in the defect family. So go check them out. Speaking of Very Gary, we got an auction coming up October 29th. I know it's been a little bit, but we will be back. You're going to have Erod, you're going to have me, you're going to have The Butcher, and of course you're going to have Gary over on Gary's channel, October 29th. That is going to be a big one. Nice. Tomorrow, Defect Spec with a special guest, okay? Special guest. Should I tell them? No, I think we got to wait. I think we're going to wait and let you guys find out. You're not going to want to miss it. The Defect Spec is back. That'll be tomorrow at 5. Make sure you check that out. And then, back to our Monday's New Comic Book Day and every other Wednesday live show. So, Guy Ford, you got anything to say before we get out of here?
No, great show, guys. Thorough, thank you for blessing us with your presence, my man. It's good to catch up. Good to have you back. And obviously we'll definitely collab on some more stuff. It's always a pleasure, my man. Defects, thanks for hanging out in the chat. We missed the Butcher, but he'll be back soon, obviously. And we'll get back to our regularly scheduled programs. So thanks, guys.
Yes. Anything before we get out of here?
Yeah, man. Yo, shout out to you guys. I appreciate you, my brothers. Again, man, super proud of you guys. Keep doing what you're doing. And yo, shout out to all the defects. Because I know my channel, is the Savages. Shout out to all the defects. But we have Savage Defects, Defect Savages, Defected Savages, whatever you want to call it. Listen, I'm happy as hell to be here today. And again, big shout out to all of y'all out there. And yo, man, hurry the fuck up and end the show, please, because I'm hungry and I need my pasta. So let's go.
All right, yeah, we didn't get to this THD Diamond Bought CGA. I didn't research it enough to talk about it because it just happened. So at some point we'll talk about it. Put it in the comments. Let us know what you think, and we'll definitely talk soon. We'll talk on IG. Keep It Thorough Comics. His link is in the it's in the description. It's pinned to the top. Coco just put it in the chat. So Defective Savages, Savagely Defective, all that good stuff. Chat, thank you. You guys were awesome tonight. Thank you so much. And like Guy said, The Butcher will be back soon. We miss you, brother. And we'll catch you on the next live show. See you guys.
Pasta time, baby. Let's go.
Pasta.